I have always said on this channel and my previous channel, this country needs a police force. However, it desperately needs reform. The police in this country needs reform, root and stem. It has been infected with a cancer that is woke ideology and political correctness to the extent that it's unrecognisable now as a functioning police force that does its basic duties, which is protect life and property. The only time you will see police in this country out on the streets is either at a pride event or they go mob-handed to knock down the door of someone who said hurty words on the internet. Now, what I'm about to tell you is it's quite disturbing, especially if you are a free speech advocate who's really keen on democracy and your idea of the British policeman or woman is traditional policing. Somebody in uniform who you have respect yet still have fear for. But sadly those days have gone. So our story involves Yorkshire Police and the whole thing was videoed. Well, I say the whole thing. We don't understand the full context here, but basically a young teenage girl was arrested for simply making the remark that a policewoman reminded her of her homosexual grandmother. And that's it. Now, any copper worth their salt would have given this girl a stern look, maybe, at the most, and dusted it off. But not this copper. This copper insisted the girl be arrested, so the girl rushed into a house and hid under the stairs. She was going nowhere. And then, mob-handedly, a shitload of cops turned up, and they arrested her, even though they were pleased by her mother that the girl is autistic, doesn't like to be touched, and is likely to self-harm. And she did on camera. She started to self-harm. But the offending officer, and here she is, or he, or whatever they identify as. This is the person, this is the officer who took offence. This is the person, this is the officer with thin skin. And this is the person, this is the officer who is completely unsuitable for the role of policeman, woman, police, them. You gotta be careful with pronouns these days, haven't you? So this poor girl was dragged out, chucked into a police car or a police van, and taken down the cells. And the head of Yorkshire Police commented later on that the police-worn body camera picked up the whole incident and said the arrest was warranted. Now, the last time I checked, homophobia wasn't a crime in this country. Yeah, okay, it's a nasty thing to do, to judge people on their sexuality, but still, pointing out someone's sexuality isn't a crime. And besides, her outwardly appearance suggests to my bodily senses that this woman bats for the other side. I'm not saying that to take the piss, but you can tell she looks like a nastier version of Megan Rapinoe. And it looks like she took great delight in this autistic girl's arrest as well. She stood there, as you can see, with her arms folded. And you can see there's hatred there. There's ideology. This woman, this person, whatever they identify as, I can't believe I'm saying this, joined the police and was accepted purely for ticking a box, in my opinion. I mean, I passed all the tests to join Hampshire Police, Hampshire Constabulary, years ago. As you all know, I was turned down as I was waiting my date to do the training, that I didn't tick boxes. Because of what I am, the Hampshire Constabulary said, we don't want you anymore, but good luck with your future, etc. Now, had I been a person like this, I'd have had a job in a jiffy. And that's what I believe has happened here. Because this person clearly has thin skin. And I've always thought that a thick shell, a hard skin was crucial in the role of police officer. You can't take offence at everything. You have to be careful. You're there to represent the law. You're not there to represent your feelings. And that's the problem with most, if not some, police officers here in this country at least. So anyway, you can see on her face here, there's hatred. There's no understanding about the girl's mentality. She heard the words, "That woman looks like my lesbian nana," which is apparently the words used by this girl. Took offence, homophobia, let's nick her and charge her and punish her. And she's getting off on it. You can see on her face there's ideology there. There is a woke left-wing extremist rhetoric and hatred. There's pure hatred there on that woman's face. And I don't like it one bit. I really don't. If this is the future of policing, this country is buggered. The police in this country need to deroot people like this from within their ranks and have a much better vetting and recruiting process. We need the right people for the job not the right feelings. I'm telling you now, woke ideology, political correctness has destroyed every establishment in this country. It's swept through like an aggressive cancer, and it's ate away at all the goodness, where now only rot exists, unfortunately. But there we go. I hope this girl gets justice, and I don't think it warrants even a slap on the wrist, but seeing as the Yorkshire police are determined to get her for her 2 words, then hopefully it's just a slap on the wrist, and that's that. And there we go. That's my video. I hope you like. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next time, Roger Trout.